You're monitoring the chat, right?
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it.
If anybody even comes on.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, we're live already. Sweet.
Nice.
Turn this off for a minute, at least, while I'm dying in the fumes here. So while we were getting ready to set up, I got some parts primed with some Tamiya primer, some L-Fine. And then I'm about to prime those parts, and then I've already got these bits primed. Then I got to do those. And then I'm mixing some silver here so I can start painting all these. I've done, it was like maybe 5 minutes ago that I primed it. Yeah, they're almost ready. It's going to take me a hot minute to paint anyway, so, and then I'll have to clean my airbrush after I'm done to switch colors.
It's the joys of airbrushing.
Yeah, it's worth it though in the long run.
Exactly what I was about to say.
It's a lot of work, but I think it's worth it because I get a better product in the end.
Definitely get what you put into it when it comes to modeling and Gunpla.
Yeah. Hopefully I can get the gold layer done today because I'm actually going to do, I'm doing gold leaf X12 and then I'm doing a very light green on top of it and doing a, if I can get it to do right, this hex pattern, like this mesh.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
It's very, very thin, and I'm hoping it'll work. I don't know.
What's going to be gold?
Work. The underlayer is going to be gold, and then the overlayer, so that way it's a very thin gold hex pattern over it. Or I may do like racing stripes with the hex pattern or something. I don't know.
Yeah, depending on how thick your mesh is, you'll either have to do, well, you'll probably have to do really thin layers. So not like to avoid the paint getting underneath the parts that are being masked, quote unquote, by the mesh.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really difficult. I may do. Shit. What's gonna be my best option? I may have to change. I picked up extra green just in case that wouldn't work. Because I've got park green, and I think I may do park green on it. Fuck, I gotta rethink my strategy here.
That happens to me a lot. Like I'm painting, or I think I'm about to do something, and then I realize, like, crap, hold on, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you're right. I think I'm gonna have to rethink my strategy here and do. So these are all gonna be white. I did those gold because I wanted to do green and white with a splash of gold.
Mm-hmm.
And the primary color of the kit's gonna be white with that splash of green and gold, but so I could do the cables gold instead of yellow and do that. Change up my idea a little bit. Let's think. I did these gold, and then those would be green with a splash of white on the main body. Fuck. Oh, this sucks. I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do now.
Yeah, this happened to me on one of my builds. I'm like almost completely change the color scheme because my original just wasn't going to work or just wasn't going to look good anymore.
Yeah, you're right. I probably should do the cables and the little thing in the torso gold, and then do those green with the white. Or I could do a gold stripe across the white or the green parts. But then that's a lot. That's a lot of work too, because I'm going to have to figure out a stripe pattern to go across specifically.
I'd probably stick with the cables being gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to do a hex pattern, if you want to do a hex pattern as a stripe, you'll have to cut out the mesh and then mask on either side of it.
Yeah, you're right, because I'll still have to mask anyways.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be super difficult.
No, it wouldn't. Oh, shit. Huh. I'm trying to picture this in my head, what it's going to look like. Okay, so those white bits are going to be green. And then the... where the fuck is the pictures of the kit? Oh, no, that's not it. Man, this changes everything. Fuck. This sucks.
So I use MS Paint to plan my designs. I'm very professional like that.
Yeah, I have an app that I use on my phone usually, but I have to find the line art for this, and I couldn't find the line art for this model.
I couldn't find the line art for a Perfect Gundam either, so I just sort of. I mean, the kit is so simple. I don't even think I needed it, but
yeah. Well, damn. I think you may be right. I probably should just do the cables gold and then just do those bits green, and it'll still have that splash of gold in there, which I wanted originally. But this sucks. I really wanted the gold to be like the golden green to be more, predominant.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could. I don't know if you want. Most of it's going to be green, right? Like that. That was the primary color. I'm trying to remember.
Primary color is white. It's green.
It's white. Okay.
So all the green bits are going to be white, and then the white bits are going to be green.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Dropped the instructions. So all the green bits will be white. Okay, come on, focus. And then all the white bits will be green.
I see. Mm. So
Then,
someone in chat asked, "What are we building?" I mean, he's obviously building the Regin Glaze, Julieta.
Yeah.
And I'm not building anything like right now, but I'm currently working on my Perfect Gundam, and I've got the base kit here.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's kind of. I feel like it's sort of a waste of materials and stuff, considering almost the entirety of this will be covered up by armor, but it looks good.
Still looks good.
Yeah, and I've got pieces painted and stuff on sticks that are going to get painted, but I'm just chillaxing right now.
I'm thinking I might paint the stand to go with it too, since it came with a stand. But that seems like even more work to have to do, and then to.
It's one of those like V-shaped stands, right?
Yeah, it's a V-shaped stand. It's one of those simple little.
I wouldn't. I would just put it on the stand. If it was like an action base or something, then yeah. But
I don't even paint my action bases. I put them together, and then I throw them on a shelf, and then I'm done.
Yeah, honestly I don't paint them either. That's why I always buy clear ones.
I
So,
buy the black ones or dark gray if they have them available. Just because I want it to go with my my H hanger. God, I love my hanger. That's probably one of the better investments that I made was to buy a set of hangers because I've got the hanger with all some of my customs in there.
nice. Yeah, I want some of those hangers, but I'd want them for a very. I'd use them for I'd be too tempted to use them for diorama builds.
Yeah, I use them when I take my pictures for my kits when I post them online, but I still haven't even taken pictures of Scream yet, and I've got his decals sitting here on my desk just waiting for me to do them because I'm lazy. All right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna mix this silver. If I can get the bottle open. Come on, I just had you. Okay, there it goes. I was about to say, I just opened it a second ago, and now it doesn't want to open. This is my first time doing silver, titanium silver, airbrushed.
You're going to be cleaning that airbrush for weeks.
Well, it's already got thinner in it, so hopefully
okay.
It won't be bad.
I hate cleaning metallics out of my airbrush. It's really annoying.
The metallic blue I did for Starscream, it came out real easily. It was the red. The red was the nightmare color to get out.
For me, so I painted like gold and silver once actually I did for my heavy arms. And the gold came out fine, like literally no problem. The silver, I swear, stuck in there for the next 3 builds. Every time I would spray, water or whatever thinner through it to clean it, there would always be silver flakes floating around. Like, what the hell? Like, I bathed this thing in thinner. But
what cleaner do you use?
Since mine are acrylic, I try to use just water and Windex. But I do have a bottle of they just call it airbrush cleaner. It kind of smells a bit like alcohol, so I'm just going to assume it's alcohol. But
the Iwata airbrush cleaner, because that's the stuff I use.
No, not exactly. Oh, actually, it might be. I don't know. I haven't pulled it out in a while because I haven't needed it.
It looks like, if I can get it from the Abyss like this is the stuff I use because it was cheap. It's like $5 for it. Oh, mine's media.
That's stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I use this to clean my booth sometimes too. Okay, I have not opened the silver in a while, and it's congealed like that. So now I have to get the stuff that's on the bottom, that little sediment, to go into it so I can actually airbrush it. So now I'm taking a stick, and I'm using it to try to mix the paint. Oh boy. I've had this paint way too long. Now it's all clumped up at the bottom.
But I will agree, red is a pain in the ass to get out of an airbrush. I have no idea why. I've painted with multiple shades of red, and every single one of them takes forever to get out.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Devil's color.
The red I use, but every time I thin it, I thin it very little, and it still comes out stupidly thin on the model. So I got to do multiple layers of it. It sucks. I hate it so much. Oh, I think this silver may be bad because it's not actually doing what it needs to do.
Shake the shit out of it.
I did. Now it doesn't want to actually mix right. That, without the congealing, I could possibly just pour that straight to the airbrush with it already thin like it is and do it that way. Oh, that sucks. It's going to come out stupidly thin. Guess I could test it, but then I'll have to reprime a part if it messes it up.
I should test it on your booth. You got like a paper or something? Just make sure you don't splatter.
Splatter paper on the bottom.
Yeah.
Guess I could just try it like it is, and if it doesn't work, I may have to go buy another little bottle of it. Always something with airbrushing. Okay, let's see how this goes. And then always make sure to put the cap back on, because I've done this 1,000 times and I've splashed paint everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what's the worst? Spilling that panel line accent everywhere.
Oh, I haven't done that before.
Don't do it. I wouldn't suggest it. Someone in chat says apparently we need more guys around here, because he asked what Mystery Taco was building or airbrushing.
Oh.
I said he's not here.
Yeah, unfortunately he had a problem come up. Is it thickening up in the airbrush? What's going on? I guess it's no time like never. Let me rearrange the camera. Not on my crotch here. Okay, that's gonna be a disaster. Let's do.
Yeah, floor view.
Yeah, floor view. Okay. Bop.
Someone asked how much you paid for all your airbrush stuff.
I got mine through Amazon, so I spent I think about $200 for the booth and everything, and the brush and the compressor. The compressor was the most expensive thing.
Yeah. For me, I bought an Iwata Neo. I don't remember how much that cost. 100 maybe, a little over 100. The compressor was my girlfriend's. She just let me have it, so I didn't pay anything for that. And I don't have a booth. So.
It's very hard to see without my lights on. Well, it did okay, not great, but that's starting to flow a little bit better now. The pressure's too high. There it goes. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It's not. I don't know if you're going for like a very prominent silver or just sort of a, I guess, brushed silver, but it's got a nice deep color.
I think I'll stick with it.
It looks like a thruster.
Yeah, I could go with some metallic blue, like edges on it, but I don't even think I'm going to do that.
Mm.
See, that's like, I gotta have this done in about another 2 weeks, and I know that's a lot of time, but I also, I'm applying for a new job at my work, so I'm also going to be really busy with that.
Yeah, that 2 weeks does not sound like a long time. I don't know. I guess as an adult with a job, two weeks is definitely not a long time.
Yeah, it's, I've got a desk job, so I'm always busy with that, and I stay late a lot of the times too because of that.
Yeah.
Can it even be seen? Okay, yeah, it can kind of be seen. trying to do this where everybody can see it, but I know that there's going to be some times I'm not going to be able to be seen.
It's pretty much in the frame there.
If it's too loud, I'll mute myself.
You're actually not loud at all. I thought it was going to be a lot louder, but it's, yeah, you can barely hear it. It's just a sweet hum in the background.
Yep, it's that relaxing hum of getting paint all over your fingers.
I always like worry that, because I live in an apartment, I always worry that my compressor is like bothering all the neighbors. But one time I just turned it on and walked out into the hall right outside my door, and you can't hear it. So that's sort of.
Are you in an apartment?
Yeah.
I'm in a house, so I kind of have that luxury of.
Yeah, I can't wait until I get into a house soon.
That's actually not bad, even straight out of the bottle without thinning it. But I know that's already got thinner in it, so. This was the big piece. Woo! This is so entertaining. Woo! Oh. Every once in a while, I come across a clump, and then it starts. Like,
yeah.
It worries me just for a second, and I'm like, oh wait, it's actually fine. Yeah, we'll take questions about anything people want to ask Airbrush related wise. It doesn't matter if it's just simple basic questions or advanced questions or anything. Oh, new subscriber. Hey, the blacksmith subscribed.
Oh, that's actually my client.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he must have saw my announcement on my Instagram that we were casting.
Well, thanks, blacksmith, if you're in the chat, buddy. They can see how much work we go through when we're doing these kits. It's a lot. It also stresses me out a little every once in a while when I'm working on something because I'm like, I don't know how that's actually going to look when it's done and when you actually assemble it.
Yeah. I kind of had that with my Mark II custom I put together, and I mean, it's okay, but I wish I could go back and change some stuff, but I just don't want to take it apart. Then you're going to scratch another piece, and you got to repaint that. And then, yeah.
Do you top coat when you have it built, or do you top coat as you're working? Because I know some people top coat as they work. I like to top coat when I'm done.
I top coat as I build. So once I have a piece painted the way I want to, then I'll top coat it.
Yeah.
But I've been considering, like, I haven't done a full repaint in a while, so I'm considering doing it as I'm done, so that I don't know, so that I can fix scratches as I go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it as I'll assemble the kit and I'll take the arms off, the legs off, the torso off, and then the head, and then I'll do them individually. And then
that's usually how I would normally top coat a kit. Just do it in its units, quote unquote. Right. So.
Thinner makes me nervous that I may end up having to do another coat.
Speaking of airbrush, did you see that at the hobby show, Japan? There's this new, like, who's making it? Krios, I think. They're making like an airbrush that'll airbrush Gundam marker.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid because
Yeah.
it's a marker and it's top fed, but it's also bottom air. Like you have to use a can, and I've used aerosol cans. They do not
Yeah,
do smooth at all.
they don't work. It's gonna be like everyone's already made the comparison like to the old Crayola, um, like airbrush markers, quote unquote, the ones where you like blow into them.
Yeah,
And yeah, I know that airbrushes that use cans just no, they don't work.
you're better off honestly just doing rattle cans. You know.
Yeah, at this point, right? Unless you really, really like the color out of a Gundam marker, I just can't imagine anybody.
I
I
would
mean,
like what I would suggest people if they want to paint, without getting an airbrush, just to buy rattle cans until you feel comfortable enough that you want to paint constantly because
yeah,
really expensive rattle cans are so expensive after a while because they can be $10 to $5 depending on what brand you buy, and then
yeah.
you
And then
know,
you're gonna use up nearly the whole can for your build because there's
yeah,
just not a lot of paint in them. But if you get an airbrush, and you'll spend maybe $5 on a little pot that'll last you a long ass time. So
yeah. I use for my frames. I use German gray and I use light
I
gray.
love I love German gray. That's such a good color.
It's my favorite color to use, and it looks so good. And I buy them, and I buy a jar, and it lasts me about 2 or 3 kits.
Yeah.
Painting wise, I buy the big jars of them because I go through so much of it. And they only cost that. Like here, I only spend like $5 on the big jar and like $2.50 on the small jars.
Yeah. Yeah, I know lots of people say that I mean the airbrush is expensive, but if you're right, if you're interested in painting, start out with rattle cans, and if you like it, you liked your finished product a lot and you want to paint constantly, then definitely get an airbrush. Like, yeah, you'll drop 100+ bucks on your airbrush at first, but over time you're gonna save so much money. So just save up the money you would spend on rattle cans until you have enough to get that airbrush.
It's totally worth it.
Yeah.
Thinking I might, if I can get everything painted today, I can get it assembled by the end of the week. Usually I do a color a day because that's just the way I work.
I work the same way.
But I've been only doing HGs. I'm going to switch over to a master grade soon and then start doing master grades.
Yeah, the Perfect Gundam is my first master grade where I'm like repainting full parts. Like I've done detail paints here and there for master grades, but yeah, and even this kit isn't going to be completely painted. Like the shoulders, like the extra armor here, this is going to stay the same white that it came in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, even this kit is so simple that it might as well be an HG. The parts are just bigger. But when I get around to painting my urban sniper, that's going to be like a real project because that has a lot of pieces.
You got the master grade sniper?
Yeah, I got it right here. This urban sniper too.
Yeah, the decals I showed you guys last time on that one kit, I picked up some khaki, and I'm gonna do khaki and I can't remember what other color I picked. I think I'm gonna do khaki and olive green, and then do those with the camo colors.
Nice. I'm turning my urban sniper into like a police unit. So
See that one more time? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that time.
I'm turning my urban sniper into like a police unit.
Oh, that's cool. So you're
Yeah.
gonna do like a dark blue with like a black or something?
Yeah, like white, like this nice, very blue, like bright blue, and some dark blue and black. Yeah. So I've got the color scheme already laid out. There was line art for it, thankfully, so I was able to plan it.
Yeah. So if everybody can see the technique that I'm doing, I always spray kind of close-ish to it, and then I always do a really far away layer. That's usually how I paint my stuff because it's just easier. And it gets a smoother coat in the end. I can't wait to be done with this stupid kit. I'm already tired of it.
That's almost how I felt at the end of my 00 riser. Like it lasted just long enough for me to continue carrying, which is like kind of dangerous to say considering it was a commission, but really it just started to wear on me. It was just it was a pretty long build for something that's not that big, which is what kind of annoyed me. It was just a very detailed kit.
Yeah, it has a full frame underneath, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm running out of paint.
Yeah, I just don't get how people like paint perfect. Well, I guess I get how people paint perfect grades, but I don't have the patience for that right now.
I couldn't. That's
just too much. I mean, like by the end, you're gonna have something amazing, no doubt. But yeah.
I mean, it's just. I'm with you. I would want to paint it, and then that's gonna take me forever because it's got a million little parts.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be a stickler for that, and then I would be pissed if I actually didn't finish it or anything. It would take me forever because I've got way too many other kits I gotta do. Like, I think once I paint these two IBO kits, I'm gonna move on to. I got a Genosian custom from Age. I'm gonna do custom. Like I don't know if I'm gonna weather it or not. I may just do it clean because I'm doing this kit clean just to have a very simple build.
Yeah.
And then after this, I think I'm going to go back to the Grimgird 1100 and finish the LED in it. And I've got a.
Oh, that was a 1100?
Yeah, the one with the LED.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember we talked about that last. I thought it was a HG. That's why. Okay. All right, that's gonna be way easier to get the LED hidden.
I have the HG, and it's the one that won a contest online. It's the yellow and white one that if you type in Grimgird Custom, it's one of the ones that pops up like on the main.
Let's see it. Yellow. It is like the very first one.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's yellow and it has scratches all over it, and it's got the yellow and white like ears. One yellow.
No, well, it's it's so funny. This must be a popular scheme because the very first one that pops up is yellow and black.
Oh, that's Squee. That's Nick's.
Yep. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, he's a buddy of mine. I know him through those Gundam guys.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I've talked to him before on the Gundam forums.
But. Yeah, he's really cool. He's on Reddit as well too. He's a really chill dude. And I told him, I was like, I stole your idea for the LED, and he's like, yeah, I know, it's okay.
I talk, like I said, sometimes we talk on the Gundam forum, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, all those guys are really chill. I usually ask them for advice on certain things because they're way beyond my skill set. Honestly, like they're so good compared to.
Well, I know Squee's been doing this shit forever. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they do resin kits, and I haven't even done a resin kit yet. Which I think now that I've got an airbrush, I can finally do a resin kit.
I have a resin kit, but it's not Gundam. It's a figure of oh crap, what's her name? The redhead chick from Persona 3.
Persona. I never played Persona, so I wouldn't know.
Oh my god, what's her name? Hold on, I'll find it.
It's gonna drive you insane not remembering, isn't it?
Yeah, and she's like my favorite character. How do I not know this? Mitsuru. So yeah, it's a human, and it's a resin kit, so it's gonna be a little tough. I've had it forever. But
Matt is a guy that I know. I can't remember his last name. He does primarily resin kits, and he airbrushes them. And he's one of the best, like the best guy when it comes to that stuff.
I found your Grimgird.
You've probably seen his work. He's working on a Punisher and a Thor and a Spider-Man right now.
Huh. Like resin kits?
Yeah, they're all resin kits, and they're all special resin kits because they're all short run kits they did.
Mm-hmm.
They're all numbered.
Wow.
Yeah, those things are expensive. Like, you could spend almost $1,000 just for that kit alone.
It's not even painted.
Yeah, I know. It's not even painted either.
Yeah.
He uses Vallejo, their airbrush brand paints.
That's what I use for the most part. Yeah, this resin kit I bought a long time ago, but I didn't buy it thinking I was going to start on it right away. I was going to wait to get a lot of experience before doing it. I just wanted to grab it while they still had it in stock.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that. That's what I do sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I need to go ahead and buy 2 more Air Masters because I want to do the Thundercracker and Skyward. So I got to get those soon. They're hard as fuck to find, unfortunately. Okay. I might just go ahead and do gold now and get it done and over with, and not care that a little bit of silver is in the airbrush, just because
they're both metallic.
Yeah, it'll tin in a little bit, which will be nice. This is also congealed at the bottom. What is up with all my paints?
You gotta shake them daily, man.
Too lazy for that. I get my crack addiction going here. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it sucks that the Airmaster isn't. It sucks that anything from Gundam X isn't popular, because I love Gundam X. I love all the designs from After War. But
that's thin enough. I can just dump that straight in the airbrush as well. Yay! Yay for laziness. Let's go ahead and get as much out of the brush though that I can. This is awesome. I didn't think I was going to get this much work done today.
Nice.
This puts me ahead of schedule because I have 3 more colors to do. I got to do the frame, which are not on sticks yet. The green, which are already on sticks but not primed, and then the green, which is the hardest part. That's going to take the longest.
Yeah. Did you see the PGX yet?
Yeah. I don't know if I would get one.
I'm definitely not going to get one. I'm of the opinion that it looks like ass.
I like that the LEDs can be swapped colors, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I think the whole LED thing is awesome. Like, that's super cool. I hate the look of this thing.
Yay, gold. It actually is coming out way better than I thought it was. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's looking nice. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good on that.
Yeah, you're right. That is gonna look really good. You are awesome. Thank you for the attention on that. Yeah, that's gonna look really good. You're right. Especially on this part.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the only bit that's going to be seen, that little top bit, but I'm going to paint all of it anyways, just in case.
Where's this piece going to be?
It's
like
in
shoulder?
the chest. Like it's sandwiched in between 2 parts.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter that I paint the rest of it. I just do it anyways, just in case.
Of course, yeah.
Alrighty, last bit here. Of course, these are shown on the kit, so. I think after the show, I might still continue working on this, so that way I can try to get as much done today. Okay, now I'm just playing.
Are your clips like bent, or did they come like that?
The clips?
Yeah.
They're jeweler's clips, and
Oh.
to find the right alligator clips, like the actual ones everybody buys.
Uh-huh.
So I substituted with whatever I could find at the time.
I mean, what works, works.
Yeah, and then my wife, for a party, we bought bamboo sticks for food.
Yeah.
And I was just like, are we going to use the rest of the other ones? And she was like, nope. And I'm like, okay, they're mine. And they were consumed into this room. So
The same thing sort of happened for us, or for me, I guess.
yeah, she does hair and makeup and stuff like that, and knows a lot about that stuff. So
man, you get all the supplies.
Yeah, I get all the extra brushes, like the leftover bits.
Yeah.
It's hot as balls in here. Let me turn this off. Done for now. At least until I need to prime these little bits. The silver and the gold are going to take the longest to dry.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to let them sit for at least a day, maybe two. All right, come on. I'm apart.
When I very first started airbrushing, I don't know why, but I knew pieces would take an entire 24 hours to completely dry and cure and stuff. And yet I would always be tempted to touch them.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you get paint off, and then you have to go repaint it. And I don't know why. Like, my stupid self would just be like, I want to touch it. And so I got to keep myself away from painted parts.
I'm one of those people that I used to do that when it came to, like when I used rattle cans a lot, I would touch them. But now that I've, become even more patient, I usually will let it sit at least a full day before I, end up touching parts.
Yeah.
That is one thing I've become, because I know how long it takes now, because airbrushing takes way longer. I've become more patient now that I have the brush.
Yeah, and I also did that with like spray paint. I don't know why, because like even before models, I used to like help my dad in the workshop spray painting, so I know how to spray paint.
Yeah.
I don't know, when it comes to models, I want it done, damn it.
I mean, I don't blame you. I've got a old hairbrush that I can use in here to help dry parts quicker, but
yeah, I mean, if you're not rushing.
Yeah, I'm not in any rush. I mean, maybe if I was down to like a couple of days left, I would probably go ahead and do it to try to speed up everything.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But being on the show, I can't just walk away and clean my airbrush and start another color, because that takes way longer.
Yeah.
And I think I still have gold in the brush. Let me check.
Are any details going on this guy?
This one, no. I'm too lazy to do that. I don't have anything that I'm really. The Starscream is the one that is getting details, but decals. I just haven't done them yet. I need to badly, because I've had so many people ask me about it and go, well, why haven't you done decals yet? And I'm like, because I'm lazy. Honestly, I just haven't done it yet. I mean, it's my best model, and I still haven't even put the decals on it. Because I was going to do some of these white on the gray bits and do a mix of white and then red caution markings, because I got a bunch of different. These are all custom caution markings, and I'm going to use some of these on the 100 Grim Guard as well too, because they're some of them large enough.
Did you just make them yourself, or did you order them?
No, I ordered them from Zebra Decals. They have some. They were like $2.99 a sheet, and
nice.
They're really good quality. They come out really smooth.
How do you spell them? Because I'm looking for just like generic caution markings too.
XYBER hobby.com. They're printed. Well, they're designed in Hong Kong, but printed in the States.
Nice. Yeah, this is cool. Thanks. This is exactly what I need.
Yeah, I had a $20 credit on PayPal that was sitting out there from a return on something, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm ever going to use this. And I ended up just buying a crap ton of those decals, and they ended up throwing some extra decals in for free. So I kind of got more than what I was expecting, which is nice. I hear my wife getting into something in the other room. I heard a loud noise.
Yes, sir. These are what I need. Just white and red caution markings.
I know you can get them to print you custom decals, but I just haven't done it. Like, you can send them your file, and they cost just the same. But and somebody keeps like Shar keeps asking if I would just do some Decepticon logos on there, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that, just because, yeah, it's a crossover model, and it's meant to be specifically a crossover, but putting Decepticon decals on there purposely makes it look more like it, like
the actual Transformer.
Yeah. It's supposed to be inspired by the paint job and not actually the Transformer it's supposed to be.
Right.
Which, I'm going to end up buying 2 more of that kit anyways, which kind of sucks, but oh well. And I think he's doing Acid Rain.
Yep.
I keep saying Acid Rain, Acid Splash. Oh, crap. That, and then I'm going to do the girl one from Transformers Animated. Okay, let's see. Trying to put all my frame bits on sticks so that way I don't have to do this later. Do we have any questions in the chat?
No, it's been pretty quiet. You'll probably get more in comments, but
yeah.
I mean, it is sorry, a little early.
Yeah, I know it's early for us. We usually do it at this time just because Singapore schedule, so that's the only reason why we do it so early.
Right.
I think if it's just us in the States, I may do it like a late Saturday night or something.
Yeah.
Thought about doing Twitch streaming as well and get a group together for that.
That would be pretty nice. I mean, I think still most people watch live things through Twitch. I know there's a handful of builders who do Twitch streaming.
Yeah, I know a lot of the guys that do them like doing it, and they'll do a whole kit and from beginning to end and just work on it the whole time on Twitch, and that's all they do.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's insane. And the Gundam Association, those guys, they Twitch stream as well too. They're Twitch guys.
I
They
did
do some good work.
I did a few live streams, but they were on YouTube, and it was just me working on the double O riser. But I've gotten suggestions for people just to do it on Twitch.
Yeah, I've asked other people if I should do on Twitch just to see, you know, what if people would actually watch. You know, I'm not in it to make money. You know, I do it because it keeps me going. Like it actually keeps me working on a kit because after a while I kind of get lazy and then I stop working on kits for a minute and then I start falling behind.
Yeah.
On my backlog. I haven't. These are the first 2 kits I've bought in months because I wanted to finish off a bunch of my backlog first before I started working on other stuff. And I was trying to sell some kits so that way I could get a little bit of money back, but nobody. Somebody bought a kit, but it was like it wasn't a custom paint or anything kit that I did.
Was it built?
It was the master grade 00, or not the 00, right? I'm gonna say the 00 riser. The
Quanta.
No, it's not 00. I don't know why I said 00. Shinjoku Astray, that kit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I built it and I bought it for really cheap, so I sold the kit for, you know, I made my money back on it, but it just wasn't, I don't know, I just didn't really like it that much.
Yeah.
There was just something about it that I just it didn't sync with me, I guess.
Unfortunately, my backlog right now is full of like either big kits or kits I want to paint. Nothing I really just kind of want to build and spend a little time on. So
yeah, I've got a couple 1/100s I built just to build, and I want to paint from Kodabuya. I've got the Airblade custom, and I've got the Jesponance Mark II, which is a green kit, and I want to paint those. But the seams, there's a fuck ton of seams. But
like a real model, yeah.
Yeah, the way they designed it was really easy to work on and paint. It's just a matter of, it's a lot of seam work that I got to do. It's easy to paint, but it's going to be a lot of seam work.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of Kodabuki, I mean, I have my Sugimori, which I want to paint next, but I don't think it has any seams. I kind of looked over it, but it's just a lot of kit. It's a lot of kit, but it's all one color. So I'm going to be painting like gray the entire time.
Yeah, I've got Mega Man I have as well too that has been sitting in a box for several months, and I started priming it, and I've got the seams removed on most of it, and I did a really good job, and I'm happy with the way it came out, but it's just I've got to paint it now.
Yeah.
And I've
actually got all of those have seams, huh?
Yeah, all of it's really bad, and I've got to finish the seam work removal because I've got that sealed and still haven't even finished seams on it. This was the first, it got sun damaged, and I hated that it got sun damaged. Yeah, I know. It's bullshit. I was not happy about that. And I was just like, oh, fuck this, because the greens, it started tinning really bad. And
it's weird.
So I was just like, this sucks. So I wanted to paint it, and I still haven't finished it yet.
Yeah, I've got the Sugimori here. It's
Oh yeah, I saw your picture on that.
It's just big. It's just, I mean, look at that rifle.
Yeah, Squee's workbench has that kit too, and he posted a picture of it. It's a fuck ton of work.
Yeah, 122 centimeters. What are you? Jesus.
Jeez.
Yeah, but this kit looks so cool. And yeah, I want to do a salt weathering on this guy, which is I haven't done it before. But
yeah, I want to do salt weathering on a kit too, but I just don't know what model I want to do that on. I've got a camphor that I've had sitting for forever that I want to do, and then I have my goof, our team build goof custom.
Mm-hmm.
That I've removed all the spikes on.
Why does everybody hate the spikes? There's like a sudden genocide of Zaku spikes going on. Everyone's removing their spikes.
I like the caps. The little caps look better. I bought the MS parts, the little caps for them.
Oh yeah.
These look really good when they're actually on the model. So, and it sucks because I got to paint them and then glue them in after I've painted them.
Uh-huh.
But then I did a custom long-barreled rifle, so I got to pull all of these all individually off and paint them all at once. And it's
I can't have that many projects going on at once for me. It's just got to be one at a time.
I've got the rifle. It's already seamed. I've got to do the remainder of the seam work on it. It's done. All of it's been filed down and ready to go. It's just
a matter of
I've got to have the will to finish the remainder of the seam work. I've got way too many fucking projects.
Yeah, I can't do that. It's one project at a time for me. It's one build at a time for me.
I was doing the Hugo, and I had most of the Hugo done, but I lost, like I said, I lost the chest.
Yeah.
I can't complete it, and it's like I got to redo the red anyways. But that's why I fucking hate red. Red sucks. Sucks so much.
How do you lose the whole chest? It's kind of a big piece, isn't it?
I don't know. I had it on my desk, and like for the backpack, I used the aerosol spray can to paint it with, just so I could. I mean, I have my airbrush, but I did it to see if it would actually work, and it gave it this cool texture. So I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool. It's got a neat texture on it. It looks more military." So. I mean, I did some really cool techniques that I was happy with on the kit.
And now I can't do it. Can't complete it.
Now I can't complete it, which sucks. That's fine.
You could always buy another Hugo and finish it, and just use the rest of that kit as parts. I mean, for me, the Hugo, it kind of just looks like a bunch of claw play turned into a kit. I don't like it, but...
Yeah, the arms suck because the seams are so bad.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad one.
Figure out a way to do it, and then there's seams on the top, which sucks.
Putty. It's putty time.
I mean, I didn't feel like masking off more than what I had to, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't mind doing the extra work, but it just was... It was a lot, and I'm lazy. So now I think what I'm going to do, since the kit's fucked up, I may take it and throw it in with a kit bash and do a kit bash with it.
Totally. That's the foot, isn't it?
Yeah, that's part of the foot, which I love these. As a skirt or like armor pieces added onto a kit. Yeah,
that's totally mean armor to me.
And then the head, I love the head. That's the one thing I happy I didn't lose was the actual head.
I do like the head. The whole head design of Hugo's like it's very Metal Gear Solid for me. Like it looks like a Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Which I think is awesome.
Because I love that. That look just looks so cool.
Yeah.
So I may do a kit bash with it and just do that since I can't finish the actual kit.
That sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. At least I have extra parts for other builds now.
True.
I gotta turn lemons into lemonade here.
All right, hey man, I gotta get going. So.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it was nice being here. Thanks for having me again.
Anytime. We'll
let me know when you guys do it again.
Yeah, definitely. I'll probably go ahead and stop it after this too. So.
All right. Well, yeah. Good luck on your build. It's the gold and silver came out really nice, especially the gold.
Yeah, so, I'm happy with the way it came out.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll catch you later.
All right. Catch you later, dude.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Thanks, chat, for joining us on the Airbrush special. Leave comments in the chat or on the video whenever it's finally finished uploading, and then I'll try to answer them as best I can. All right. Thanks for joining us. Bye.